All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our brand night for tonight, Monday, November 11th. It's 11/11. My name is David Scoltetti. I'm checking in from Naples, Florida. For those of you who are brand new, and many of you are, I'm seeing a lot of new names here, but we're seeing that each and every week. We do this brand night each and every Monday, where we bring one of the brands from the MDC marketplace to educate you on it, and put you in a position to go out and market it and make money with it. And so, with that said, I'm going to pass this on to Dr. Dana McGrady. For those of you who do not know Dana, she is a holistic doctor of 21 plus years now. She has 2 clinic locations in the state of Florida, and she is in the business of healing, and she does it very, very well. And has also been with MDC for 4.5, pushing 5 years, believe it or not. We're pushing 5 years. She's a 100K affiliate. What does that mean? That means you've gone out and built a fantastic organization. So Dana, thanks for being with us tonight. I'm going to let you take over the hosting from here.
All right. So 21 years, I've been a doctor of oriental medicine and a licensed acupuncturist. So I am so excited about tonight's brand. They're one of the newest brands in MDC, and I'm going to bring on our team leader, JoJo Monroe. She's an incredible human. She's a 7-figure income earner. She will knock it out of the park, bringing on this new brand and highlighting how this can be a staple in your home, and how it can help so many people. And this is something that literally brings Oriental medicine and Eastern medicine and healing modalities to the everyday home. So I'm so excited about this. JoJo?
Hey, thank you, beautiful. Man, are we blessed to have you, Dr. Dana. You'll never hear us call her Dr. Dana McGrady again. It is our Dr. Daisy May. To have you on our team as our in-house badass doctor. Like, oh, I'm so glad the recording's going so I could say that and have it captured forever. We love you. And for everybody that's new here, yes, we are going to get into this incredible new brand that has been blessed in our marketplace. But for everyone that's new, we are a hub. What is MDC Marketplace? We are a hub of over 21 brands in over 10 multi-billion and trillion-dollar categories in both the digital space and the physical space. Anywhere from the health of your body, the health of your home, the health of your bank account, and the health of your experiences. We expand your ability to capitalize and compound your assets in each of those categories. And tonight, you bet you, we are going to lock and load in that health and wellness category, because we have 2 of the coolest people that have come into our lives. And I am so happy that they are in our MDC Marketplace family. Stop looking around, Ellie and Tova. We are talking about you, the geniuses and the heartbeat behind Ear Seeds. So Ellie and Tova, unmute your cute little coupled self. And let's kind of go into Ear Seeds. Actually, if you can come back to screen, I want everybody to meet Ellie and Tova real quick before we go to the slides, because they have been married for 18 years. They're beautiful family, 2 daughters. We've gotten to meet Molly and hang out with Ellie, with Tova. We lovingly call her Mighty Mouse, and Ellie, we lovingly call him the Anchor. And so if you hear me refer to them, that is their nickname within our team. But Ellie and Tova, thank you for being here tonight.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited to meet everybody.
Awesome. And so you guys have such an incredible background. Again, being married together for 18 plus years, just celebrated your anniversary. Ear Seeds has been one of your babies as well. And so Ellie, if you'll go into your background, and then Tova, if you guys can go into how the seed was planted to begin this journey of your company.
Sure. Thanks. Basically, when I was younger, my aunt had cancer, and it totally affected my whole family. You know, she changed her diet and she cured herself from cancer within a year. So it had a profound effect on us. I changed my diet, my lifestyle, and eventually I wanted to learn about more holistic strategies. So it led me to acupuncture and Chinese medical school in San Diego, where I got my acupuncture license and my degree in Chinese medicine. And I continued my studies, and eventually I started really getting into auricular therapy, which is the study of the ear, stimulating specific points on the ear in order to have a therapeutic effect. And so I got into that a lot, and I saw the amazing effects from it and the benefits, not just from myself, but from so many people, that I was like, we got to introduce this and create a kind of a DIY kit for other people.
Well, his whole, as he worked as an acupuncturist for 20 years, he was always very interested in helping other holistic practitioners build their practices. And then it was like February one year, and there was a snowstorm, and he went out to shovel, and he pulled his back, and he needed something, and he was like, I need to put on ear seeds. And I think that was the seed where
Yeah.
he was like, this is such a useful thing. This was over 10 years ago.
Over 10 years ago. Yeah.
And nobody knows how to use it. Nobody is really using it. They taught it a little bit in acupuncture school. He was really interested in it, but it was kind of a dying modality. He's like, we should make kits that allow people to use them on themselves, like figure out how to do it, because it's not hard. It just takes knowledge and a good delivery method for that knowledge. And I was like very skeptical, to say the least. And but then he put some ear seeds on me. He's like, no, I promise this is a good idea. He put some on me for stress. And I didn't really think about it. And then like 3 days later, I was like, why did I just have like 3 good days? And that was when I remembered that I'd been wearing them for 3 days, and I felt calmer and like more easy to like kind of roll with the flow. And so at that point, I was like, okay, so my background, I spent my entire career, I grew up in the New York City fashion industry. And at that point I was working in the product design industry, designing products and packaging and branding and all kinds of stuff like that. So for me, the idea of creating a product was easy. I just had to believe in it. And at that point, he was getting me on board. So we developed our first product.
She made it very pretty. Now it's
I made
so
it pretty.
product,
Yeah, we made it
effective and pretty.
Yeah, and we sent it to some acupuncturists that he knew. And that's how our business was born, from like our spare bedroom with just like an idea and a little bit of time
Yeah.
putting it together.
Love it.
And we've been growing it now for 10 years. And
I love
now Ear Seeds is out
Yeah,
there. Like, it's
I love
amazing.
it. And we have it at our home. And this is the coolest part. So let's go into this, you guys, because it's not, woo woo. Hopefully this works. Like there's a reason you had that experiential within 24, 48 hours happen to you. And, because this is based in science. This is based, yes, we're crossing the bridge between Eastern and Western, but this is based in holistic medicine and Western science combined. So Ellie, will you guys dive into that? And Tova, kind of give people, I think we have a diagram too of what's actually happening in your bodies when you leverage, actually what's happening in your bodies regardless, but then what happens when you leverage and use ear seeds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are really, like it says, over 200 points that are on your ear that correspond to other parts of your body. In fact, every body part has a corresponding point on your ear. And a lot of people relate it to reflexology because they're familiar with reflexology on the foot, but it's on the ear and it's called auriculotherapy. And the reason why it works is because of the nerve endings throughout your ear. Your cranial nerves, your spinal nerves come to your ear, and they form this unique auricular microsystem of your entire body. So when you stimulate specific points or areas of your ear, it has a homeostatic or balance effect to that body part that you are affecting. And it's all based on neurology. And it dates back, the history of it goes back thousands and thousands and thousands of years, from India to China to Egypt to Greece. Eventually it wasn't until the 1950s when a doctor in France, Dr. Noget, somehow he put it all together and realized that there's actually a system behind this, an organization, an organized distribution of the points on your ear. And that's how therapy as practiced today was born.
And you can see that in the slide where you see the upside down fetus. In so many ways, the points on the ear relate visually to the points as they are shown on the ear. So like the head points, headaches and vision and all of that is down in the lobe. As you follow the cartilage up, you've got the spine. So you've got like upper back, neck, shoulder, and then lower back, and things show up on the ear in those areas to correspond to the physical stuff that's going on in the body, all the internal organs, the nervous system, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's all there on the ear. It's fascinating.
Well, and what's so cool is you guys, like, I love to the point, like you've trained practitioners, you've trained naturopaths, acupuncturists, acupressurists all across the board but you guys made this accessible for us, the lay people, to not have to have a reason to go to the doctor, but we can have this beautiful kit that comes with all of these different, and I want you guys to go into some of them, but I don't know if you guys can see my screen. But this is the beautiful thing. Like, you name an issue, ear seeds are going to address it. And so maybe go into what people get and what makes your ear seeds the top of the market.
Okay. So we created a special kit specifically for MDC because we wanted to make it easy and understandable for anyone that you send to this website to get it and get started and always have what they need when they need it. So we started off with this. This is the essential set, and what it includes, besides information, you start off, you want to clean your ears with a little bit of alcohol. We give you a tweezers to help you remove the ear seeds from the tray that they come on. And then we give you the ear seeds, which I'll get to. And then we give you this. This is really where the magic happens.
Can we hang on one sec, Tova? I just want to kind of get us off of the share screen with the slides and come full screen so everyone can have a big picture of this beautiful woman right here. There we go. And if you guys, we want to go to speaker view, that would be awesome. Yeah. Speaker view. All right, go ahead, Tova.
There. So in your kit, you're going to get this fan of cards, and each card has a different condition with the ear and the points that you're going to want to stimulate for that specific condition. So as you go through, it starts, I can't read it backwards, but we've got like weight loss and back pain, immunity support, eye strain. Do you want me to go through all of them?
I mean,
yeah, big one.
Premenstrual discomfort, the stop smoking, acne. I mean, this is amazing.
Headaches. Headaches is huge. Headaches and migraines. Focus and memory. Stop smoking. Acne even. Premenstrual discomfort, PMS, dizziness, like vertigo, stuff like that. Shoulder and neck pain. When you like pull your neck and you have acute pain, that's the kind of thing. If you have this in your medicine cabinet and you've got your ear seeds, you can, if you wake up and you're like, oh, I slept funny, you can put the ear seeds on. It'll minimize the length of time you're dealing with that pain. And maybe if you catch it early enough, even stop it from hitting, you know how it gets like worse before it gets better. It can mitigate it. Same thing with headaches. People who have migraines a lot will use them like prophylactically. They'll just wear them and then they find they get less headaches, or when they get them, they're just like much more mild.
And chronic pain as well, Karen. It may just take a little bit longer to get results because depending how long you've had it for.
We got motion sickness. You know, they have like those things that use pressure points. We have those on the ear as well.
Oh yeah.
Stress, anxiety, so good. I will wear them pretty consistently until I don't need them anymore. Like my stress, anxiety calms down. I can breathe. I'm cool. Sometimes it lasts like weeks and then months. And then I'm like, oh, stuff's going on. I put them right back on and it eases me back into like my normal, able to function without losing my cool state. Addiction, hip and knee pain, depression. So we've got stuff for mood, emotional support, allergies, hearing, ear ringing, tinnitus, stuff like that. Libido, right next to its partner, menopause. So whether you're dealing with your teenager or your mom, like you have this in your cabinet, you have ear seeds in your cabinet, you are always ready to go. They're good for kids, like everything. And the charts, the thing you asked what makes it special. So there's a few things, to be honest. Because Ellie is such an expert and I'm such a fantastic product designer, our charts are the most accurate, complete, easy to follow charts you will ever find. Some people think you could just go Google a point. They're all wrong. Like they're just wrong. They're either the wrong points to start with, or they're just in the wrong place. So ours, because we've broken it up and we've made them so clear and consistent,
user-friendly,
are very user-friendly. You can also mix and match points. So if you have a headache and you're also using the weight loss protocol, you can, you know, double up. You get to know your ear, understand where the points are, put them on other people in your household. And then the ear seeds themselves, our ear seeds, we've been in this for a long time. We know the quality and different types of ear seeds that people may find. They go on Amazon or wherever and buy cheap ear seeds. They're cheap for a reason. The metals are not, ours are jewelry grade quality with 24K plating. Some of them are like machine quality metal. Like you don't want them on your ears. They lie about what they are. Also the tapes, completely latex free and they last. So when you put them on, you clean your ear, like I said, with a little bit of alcohol, you put the ear seeds on. They last a minimum 2 days, generally, even, you know, if you're showering, whatever, you can swim in them. I can't
2
read.
weeks, someone just said 2 weeks.
2
Amy.
weeks. I did not lose any for 2 weeks. We would suggest taking them off after a week. That is what we say. We say you can expect them to stay 2 to 5 days. After a week, if they're still on, take them off. They get, sometimes they can get, you know, just like from wear. But they do last and the tape grips the ear. So when you put it on, if you're like on a curve, sometimes it can be really tight and cheap ones, the tape pops, these don't pop. They hug your ear, they stay in place, they wear well. People don't have allergic reactions. They're just the best quality. Also, we've got little crystals. So when he came to me and said, we got to do this, I'm like the queen of crystals. I'm like, well, we have to make them really, really pretty. So actually, this is an MDC exclusive where it's a strip of gold. When you buy the starter pack, you get 3 strips of gold. Each of them have 2 crystals for little accents. So it'll be like, oh, you put, and I can demonstrate it if you want, but you put like one with the crystal up top, and then you could put the gold in some of the more hidden places or other spots. So you get just a little touch of that. And I feel like I'm just going on.
No,
But-
so let's do this. Why don't you show us a demo and pick a modality? I think a couple of people were curious about weight loss and maybe the stress. So maybe as you're demoing, Ellie, you can kind of tell us some of the stories that you guys have of not just from you guys, but from your practitioners and people that have been using this for over a decade.
And I see right here in the comments, Ginger, I guess from Tova in Dallas, put the ear seeds on for sciatica, and she says the first flight in 10 years that she didn't have to sit on her little beanbag. Crazy. So that's pretty wild. And it's funny, one of our original stories when we started this business is someone we met at a convention. We had a booth, and he came to us and he said he had a really bad ski accident a couple of years ago. And it caused bad sciatica. He couldn't sleep on his right side, pain every single day, all the time, pain. We put ear seeds on there, the spot. He came back the next day and he said for the first time in 2 years, he had no pain. He was able to sleep on his right side. He contacted us a week later and he said, hey guys, you got the best product. I still don't have any pain.
Yeah.
It doesn't always go as fast, but sometimes it
Yeah.
goes very fast. Sometimes everyone's different. It could take a little while longer as well. There was a massage therapist put it on for a shoulder pain of 20 years, and shoulder pain went away as well. When you have some things that are a little bit more difficult, like ringing in the ears, tinnitus, you know, you got to be a little more patient with that. We've had some of our practitioners who took our course use the tinnitus protocol on people, and some of them have gotten results between 4 to 8 weeks, you know, of consistent use, and the ringing actually went away. So difficult cases can respond, you know, again, not always, everyone's different. In some cases are more difficult. But it's a lot of fun getting results.
Here's the thing, guys. We're not here to treat, diagnose, or cure anything.
Right.
Ellie's the doctor. He can use words like pain. He can use words like cure. For us lay people, we are literally putting our bodies in environment to do what they're designed to do. Right. And this just the
Stimulating
science.
nerve endings.
So, and that's exactly right. The science behind stimulating nerve endings is so profound and so experiential that everyone's going to have something to tell all of us when they start using their ear seeds for sure. So let's go into the demo.
Okay, so these are the seeds that come with the starter pack. Like I said, so if you look at them on the front, you can see these are the gold seeds. There's a little piece of tape. It's a round piece of tape. These guys are highlighted with the crystals. Then on the back, you can actually see the little pellets. So you're going to want to be delicate with it. These little gold pellets are just hanging on by a little bit of the tape that comes through the hole in the paper. So the way you're going to want to do it is each of these little patches of tape there's a little cut underneath each one. So you're kind of going to open it along the cut, and you can see the tape is exposed. You reach in with the tweezer and you simply pull it off like this. And that's it. You've got the tweezer, you've got the tape, you've got the tiny little pellet. And then I'm gonna look in the mirror that I have over here to the side, which I set up to hopefully make it clear. I will sometimes, if I'm putting them on myself, it takes a little bit of practice sometimes to learn how to do it on yourself. I'll like pull my ear forward so I can see it from behind. And then I got my index finger here because that's gonna help me place it. So what I do is I visually see where I want to put it. I hover over the spot and then I reach in. I use my index finger and I press it in place. And I'm just going to hold it there for about 5 seconds. Oftentimes that'll just kind of activate body heat so that the adhesive really sticks. Also, just pretend I had cleaned my ear beforehand. Even if your ears are clean, sometimes even just like when you're putting on makeup, it creates like a haze on your ears that you wouldn't even know is there. Shampoo or conditioner gets stuck. But basically, you just watch me do it. That's it. So this point that I used, and I don't know if you can see it, it's a tiny little gold pellet, is the Shenmen point. And the Shenmen point in our ring of cards here is represented by a star up here in this section of the ear called the triangular fossa. It's on all of our charts. It's a great point to use on its own or with any of the conditions. So I put that one on and I'm gonna do my other favorite point, which is here on the stress and anxiety. This is the tranquilizer point, and that's in the front of the ear on the tragus right over here. So I'm gonna use a crystal for that one. So same thing. I just separate the paper, reach in with my tweezer and peel it off. And then this one, if you look, I don't know if you can see on the cards, because I designed them to be really easy. I show how like that area of the ear is cut in half visually. And the tranquilizer point is halfway between the bottom and the middle. And on the back of the card, I actually say that, like, where is it? It's halfway between the bottom and the middle. So it's really a lot more likely you're going to get it right. And also there are no bad points. So even if you aren't exactly on, you're not going to have any negative side effects. You're not going to have any negative side effects either. I don't know if you just saw that. I almost did it without even thinking at this point. I just hover and I press and there it is on the point. You want to make sure you're using a mirror, not like a phone or any other, because you need the 3-dimensionality of it. And that's how it works. It's really, it's fun. They look cute. You can kind of flip through the book, find whether it's the condition or again, on the back, there are little point descriptions. So you might want to pull something from like the focus and memory and pull 1 or 2 of those points while you're also working with like stress and anxiety. And there's no problem with mixing
You can
points.
always mix and match. I'm doing it right now. I'm wearing one on Shenmen over here, and Shenmen, like Tova was saying, it's great for calming the mind and the spirit. So it's good for stress, anxiety, nervousness, and insomnia. And I paired it up with this point on the earlobe called the master cerebral. And this point actually corresponds to part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is known as your executive brain. So it deals with all your cognitive functions, your mental processes and thoughts, from logic to reasoning to planning to judgment. It also deals with memory and also deals with sleep, because all your thoughts and processes keeping you up all night. So you can just combine 2 like that, for an example, and wear that 2 in each ear, because you generally want to do both ears.
Yeah, we do both ears.
So cool. So cool. And a couple questions that have come in, you guys. Let's see. I want to go back to Ernest because he was asking, is the product itself, each seed different and have to go to a point, or are all of them the same and go to the different points?
Great question. The product, we have different seeds, but the medicinal properties are in the pressure. So the reason we have different seeds, and I have the little refill packs, the initial set comes with the gold seeds. They're 24 karat gold plated, and then they have the 2 that are crystal for aesthetics. When you run out of these seeds and you want to get a subscription, right? Because you want to make sure you always have seeds in your medicine cabinet. They're stainless steel seeds. So those are a little bit more cost effective. And they are jewelry grade stainless steel. They're a little bit more subtle visually than the gold. There are schools of thought about different metals in Chinese medicine, but we don't really dive into that. We're really more about pressure and making sure your placement is correct. But so they're stainless steel. We have the gold, which looks like little jewelry pieces. titanium. So this is rare. A lot of people, you won't see titanium most places. This is completely hypoallergenic. So if somebody has a gold allergy or a nickel allergy or any kind of metal allergy, they'll be fine with the titanium. Some people just, it looks like silver. It's a little bit more subtle. And some people just like them better. It feel like if they don't want the gold, they go with titanium. And then we've got the crystals. So the crystals are on a gold base underneath the crystals. So when you buy a refill, you're not going to get just the 2 crystals from like the original. You're going to get a whole strip of 20 with the crystals. So you can, again, still, you know, you get the gold, you get the crystals, you make a whole like little jewelry landscape.
Visual experience. I love it.
Which brings me also to my other point why you're going to want to wear them, besides the fact that they're so helpful for whatever it is. People are going to ask you about them. When you wear them, people are like, did you get piercings? Oh my gosh, those are so cute. And it's just like a perfect, hello, how you doing? This is where I got them. This is why I wear them.
Yeah.
Oh,
How can I help you?
And it's helping my anxiety.
Right,
This,
right.
that.
Yes, it is such an asset. And the last couple questions, and I think these all together, after a couple days, do you put them in the same spot? Can you reuse the spot? And then also, do you put them in both ears or just one? What's the protocol on that? And that
Both-
was from Karen and Hezi.
Cool.
The general rule of thumb is use both ears, unless it's a one-sided problem, such as right knee pain or right shoulder
cervical
pain,
pain.
then you use the same side ear. Otherwise, use both ears.
Yes. And you can put them back in on the same ear in the same spot. You know, you're going to want to like clean it, maybe give it a couple hours, sleep overnight, and then put fresh ones on in the morning. Also, just as a piece of advice, don't put them on right after a shower because your ear is usually moist. So even if it's clean, you want to put it on when your ear is cleaned with the alcohol and then dried and then put on. And that's how you'll get your longest lasting stick.
Awesome. And then a couple people were asking, once they apply, do you keep pushing them in so they last longer? Do you mess with them? Are they reusable or are they a one and done? Once you put them on, hands-free.
Yeah, it's definitely good to press on them on each ear seed a few times a day. I like to stick with the number 5 or more. Most of the research studies that I see using ear seeds, they always have their patients get homework where 5 times a day, sometimes more or less, to press on them sporadically throughout the day just to give it extra stimulation.
They're not reusable. So once they're done after your 2 to 5 days or maybe a week, you know, you can just discard them and use fresh ones the next time. And what was the other question?
No, that was it. You guys got it.
Okay.
And this is, you guys go, you're going to start seeing testimonies left and right because they really are that impactful. Mine was quite simple. I had no idea 3 years ago what ear seeds were. I had an acupuncturist put them on my ears to help my breech baby turn. It didn't help that, but she put them in the same locations or similar for nausea. And within a couple hours, my nausea that I had struggled with for the entire pregnancy was gone. Turns out they were your ear seeds that they used. Like, how cool is that full story?
Yes.
And now first full circle, and now we have them here in MDC Marketplace. You guys are amazing. Any last things you want to say about the partnership and what you're excited about?
Well, we're excited about all of this. We've always been like a people first company. Like you were saying, your practitioner used them. We started our business by really trying to connect to practitioners and share with them how they could be using ear seeds to help people. And it's through them that people started to learn more about the existence of ear seeds, let alone how effective they could be. So being able to be here with real people who we can talk to one-on-one and share kind of how amazing they are and have you then pay it forward and help more people is really in line with what we do, why we do it. So we're excited to be here to do it.
That's the best part, just getting testimonials in. And like, if many of
Yeah.
you are sharing this with any of your followers, you will get testimonials that it helped them with their back pain or their anxiety or a number of things. And just so amazing to hear that.
Yeah, somebody just asked about the common cold. The allergy points will sometimes overlap with the common cold, right?
Yes.
Like for
Yeah.
stuffiness, those are on
Stuffy nose
here.
And inflammation as well.
Yeah.
Someone also asked about neuropathy. Yes, the ear seeds, it's a full medical system, auricular therapy. except
Vertigo.
yeah.
We've got a chart for
Vertigo-
vertigo. We call it dizziness because vertigo is a medical term, so we don't put that on here specifically. But those are the points you would use.
I mean, I literally feel like like you name it, we got it. Like that's
We do.
literally the new slogan for Ear Seeds.
Ear
Well,
seeds
and
can
you know-
help.
you know-
That's one of it. Just
I
what
know.
is it?
And you know
Ear
what's
seeds can
cool,
help.
you guys? What's really cool is more than anything, we have access to Ellie and Tova. We have Mighty Mouse and Anchor with us. So if there is anything, put it in our group chat. Put it in the chat how much you love them right now and how happy you are that they're with us. And we are so excited to be connected with you. And as far as connecting with them, guys, we'll be in our Facebook groups. Ellie and Tova will be active in there as well. So we appreciate you so much. And
You can
yeah,
also email. We have a support email, support@earseeds. So if you have a specific question, just send it that way, support@earseeds.com.
awesome. We love you guys. And thank you so much for being here tonight.